On February 21st, 2025, officers observed the defendant run a stop sign at Carville Lane while turning into Leewood, heading north in Harris County, Texas. A traffic stop was conducted. The officer requested identification, and the defendant provided a TDCJ inmate card with the name Dang Nguyen. The officer ran that name and came back to have some multiple City of Houston warrants, so placed the defendant under arrest. At JPC, they fingerprinted him through APIS and found that his true identity was Dang Nguyen, and that found he had a felony warrant for PCS.
Okay. Mr. Nguyen, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you run his license, please? See if he has a license.
Is not eligible, Your Honor.
Okay. You are not allowed to drive. You do not have a Texas driver license. Do you understand? Unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name, do not get into a car. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising you you're not going to drive, Mr. Lewis. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care if you have to go save someone and get in a car. Do not drive. If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine, not to mention revoking your bond and putting you in jail. Do you understand?
Sorry.
If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, and then I will happily take this thing off. All I'm asking you to do is follow the law. Do not drive until you get those things and approval from us. That is the only condition that we are going to place on you today, Ms. Nguyen. You have a lawyer because you have a lawyer. I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with Kimberly, and she will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If she tells me she cannot get a hold of you because you're playing games or you've taken off, I will issue a warrant. No more PR bonds. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive,
Yeah, we've had a surety bond.
and then after that, we'll let you go.
Yeah, surety bond.
Okay, yeah, I mean, and so he also has something upstairs as well. So do you want the same day?
I want to talk to Victoria about that. I think this will probably, that case will probably resolve this case, so.
Yeah, but we gotta put it in a day. I
I'm
mean,
gonna do the same day, but I think we push off a little bit later.
it's okay, whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Nguyen, come on.
Did you see you? Pleasure.
You too?
It's good.
Wonderful. Always good. Four.
Silence the defendant. Using a prison ID during a traffic stop, that's a bold choice. What do you think he expected to happen?
You too? Who's junior? And you are the third. Gentlemen, both of you are charged with evading arrest or detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Okay.
On February 20th, 2025, officer dispatched to First Baptist Church. A caller stated that a white pickup truck parked behind the Baptist Church and two Hispanic males exited the truck and were walking around the property. The officer arrived on scene and observed one of the ground level windows opened and a window air conditioner unit pushed in on the inside of the building. The officers then observed two Hispanic males exit the doors on the west side of the building. The defendants then turn and look at the officers and then run in the opposite direction for approximately 30 yards to C Street, run an additional 20 yards to First Street, and then turn and run an additional 30 to 40 yards. Due to the circumstances of the incidents indicating this was possible burglary in progress, with fleeing suspects who could have been armed, the officers drew their duty pistol and gave defendant Love Jr. several commands to get on the ground and allow him time to comply. He disregarded the command, so the officer took defendant Love Jr. to the ground. Defendant Love III ran around the building and then subsequently followed commands to lay on the ground. They were both detained. Defendant Love Jr. stated that they panicked, so they ran. The officer stated, "You looked right at me and knew I was a cop, but you still ran," to which the defendant stated, "I know, bro, it wasn't the right thing to do, sir."
Your Honor.
They look at the cop and they run.
Yes, sir.
Cops never tell them to stop.
Exactly.
And what are they doing wrong? I guess, I mean, what is this, Minority Report? You know what I mean?
I don't have anything additional to say.
Guys, be careful. You know what I mean? How old are you, sir?
18.
You gotta be careful, man. When you start racking up convictions, doesn't get easier, man. It gets so much more difficult. And the more convictions you rack up, you're only 18, man. Life doesn't get easier. You get bigger, fatter, you lose hair. It doesn't get easier. And the more convictions you get, the worse you make life. Life is all about money. And if you have money, then life is great. And you only get it with one thing. This or this. Hard work or knowledge. Going around picking up cases, that's not the right way. Don't pollute. Do you understand?
Sir.
I'm going to find no probable cause on both of your cases.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take a seat.
We won't be able to offer him a fugitive bond, but we were gonna,
A what?
a fugitive bond. You said no.
I don't remember. I mean,
But
we've
we're-
had so many cases.
But I'm on, but we're gonna reapproach.
I'm happy to hear it.
So the
but-
only place, but I do have a question though. So if I have a client that has a fugitive warrant, the other court controls their court date? Or does this court?
No. So is he on docket today?
No.
So what happens if someone has an open case elsewhere?
Okay.
And they've not made bond on that case?
Okay.
This fugitive case is put on hold. It's told until they either make bond on the case upstairs or they dispose of it somehow. They plead or it gets dismissed.
Okay.
Then if they have waived here, the 14 days starts running. If they have not waived, then we need to bring them back to do all the, either the waiver, either a bond, or we get a governor's warrant.
Got it.
The
Okay.
governor's warrant takes another 90 days. So do you know, have they made bond? Is it a felony case?
Well, he made bond on his felony case.
He made bond,
The case is out of Maryland.
right? But
He made a bond on his, yeah,
did he refuse here?
no.
He waived? So the 14 days has started ticking already from the day that he made bond. So if it's been like a week, he probably has some time under his belt. I don't know.
Okay.
But-
It's back on your docket next week.
Okay.
So we'll just
If you want to move it up,
Okay.
can, but we got to let Day know. Mr. Kim, Day? Kim?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Let him know.
Okay.
Rope him in and then I'll do whatever you want to do. If you want to do it again, we can do it again, but I mean, no promises, right?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sure. Mr. Alexander?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Alexander.
We're in front of you today on a evading case, Judge. I want to see if you hear PC on this one.
Okay. Oh, he has a fugitive case too.
Yes, that was appointed previously on the fugitive. It's out of Mississippi, but he's got an evading, which we're dealing with today.
Okay. And the bird, he's got an open bird of habitation.
Upstairs, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Alexander, you're charged with evading arrest or detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
On February 20th, 2025, at approximately 1:00 p.m., the officer was conducting a proactive investigation of a burglary of a habitation in Harris County, Texas. The officer was in plain clothes and driving an unmarked police vehicle. The officer saw an individual matching the description of the suspect caught on Ring camera burglarizing a house. The individual is later identified as the defendant. The officers observed the defendant crossing a road where no crosswalk was provided. And then the plainclothes officer advised a marked police unit to stop the defendant and ID him for the traffic violation. The officer approached the defendant in the marked police vehicle with emergency lights activated. The defendant noticed the officer and began to run through an apartment complex. The officer drove into the apartment complex and the officer in plain clothes drove into the apartment complex and he was able to cut off the defendant and apprehend him. The defendant evaded for approximately 300
Did you even
yards.
tell him to stop?
So, but he was.
No, we don't work on hunches, right? You can't assume anything.
I'm not, Judge. I'm saying that he saw the emergency lights were activated and he ran away from the police officer.
Did he tell him to stop?
No, Judge.
Yeah, no problem cause.
Thank you, Judge.
Of course. Okay.